We are ready for the next session, and the next session is none other than My Data, My Rules. And the speaker of this session are most popular and well known to us. The two speakers are C.A. Sumit Bihani and Mr. Abhishek Agrawal. So welcome Mr. Sumit Bihani and Mr. Abhishek Agrawal on the dais, please. Friends, Mr. C.A. Sumit Bihani is a FCA Disa and seasoned practicing CA and partner in MBRM and Associates, and as associated since 2014. He holds professional credentials from Institute of Chartered Accountant on FAFD and concurrent audit of banks. His professional expertise spans internal audit, CFO service for startups, third-party audit, and he played a key role in facilitating fundraising for a client feature on Shark Tank India. C.A. Bihani has conducted numerous seminars and training programs for generative AI, MS Office, Google Workplace, empowering over 1,000 finance professionals to automate processes and significantly reduce manual efforts. He has also contributed to the profession through committee roles, serving a co-opted member of the Committee of AI in ICAI 24-25 and being associated with several committees of the EIRC of ICA. A big round of applause to Mr. Sumit Bihani. Now, I would like to felicitate Mr. Sumit Bihani by Uttariyo and Momentum. We have another speaker on the dais, C.A. Abhishek Agrawal, practicing CA and proprietor of ABA Agrawal and Associates, with professional expertise since 2018. His DISA and DRM, along with certificate as Certified Concurrent Auditor and FAFD, in addition of being AICA Level 1 certified. He has also pursued multiple advanced certificates in artificial intelligence, generative AI, prompt engineering. His practice focuses on providing accounting services to MSMEs with a specialization in office automation and system implementation. He has a strong professional interest in internal audit, forensic audit, fraud detection, and system audit, and remains committed to the continuous learning in the evolving domains in the finance and technology. And enthusiastic advocate of AI, he firmly believes in its potential to transform the accounting profession and empower professionals to achieve exceptional outcomes. So big round of applause presenting C.A. Abhishek Agrawal. Now I felicitate C.A. Abhishek Agrawal. So the faculties and speakers on this session, My Data, My Rules. Over to Sumit Bihani and C. Abhishek Agrawal, please.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Hariramji. And thank you to all of you who are there. So, can I request people sitting at back to please come forward? बहुत छोटा session है and we'll try and show you 2-3 hands-on. And you will appreciate sitting or viewing the screen. तो अगर होता है तो please थोड़ा आगे आ जाइए, आप लोग enjoy करेंगे. And the topic for the day is My Data,
My Rules.
So what is My Data, My Rules? Any thoughts? Any questions? Charge दी दीजिए. Password किच्छु नहीं. So any thoughts? What are we trying to discuss? Willing to discuss? Sir, no? চেঞ্জের আছে দাদা Great. So इससे मतलब what is the objective of my data, my rules? So consider all of us have data, yes, no? And there are set of rules. Or I want, or rather with this session, I want to say that we want to say that, let's make certain rules. What kind of rules? So how many of us sitting here use ChatGPT? Great. Rest do not. कि सोच रहे कि हाथ उठाए नहीं उठाए क्या क्वेश्चन पूछ लेगा.
Still not using ChatGPT, sir? Okay.
Great. So those who are using ChatGPT, the challenge is of data privacy. And there are certain stuff which is being pasted on the LLMs which should not have been pasted to. Right? So, yes, Abhishek?
So let's move on to the topic. My data, my rules. First question to all of you would be, do you put your data online in any form? How, sir? Right?
What kind of data? So very, very rightly answered. So let's first of all discuss about what kind of data. So can we discuss there are certain data which are public data and there are certain data which are private data? Yes, no? एक बार timer चालू कर ले बस just. Great. So what is public data? What is private data?
So, right, sir. Any annual statement or balance sheet of a...
Sorry to disturb. So financial statement, when or what kind of financial statement? Audited financial statement? Correct. So unaudited financial statement, public data, private data? Great. Thank you. So let's first of all discuss a few pointers that have you ever uploaded a bank statement on ChatGPT? किया है सर किसी ने? नहीं किया है सर ऐसे करते हुए ऐसे तो नहीं किया आपने सर?
You have uploaded the bank statement, right, sir? Okay, great.
चलिए सर, great. फिर अच्छा ये कितने लोग करते हैं? How often do we use I love PDF?
All of us, right? I love PDF, small PDF, everything.
Right. So there's a very good phrase that if you are not paying on the internet, then you are the product.
You are the product.
Right. একটা सर के একটা माइक दी थी इन्होंने राइट देखो स्क्रीन के लिए चाहिए होगा करेक्ट सो डॉक्यूमेंट प्रोसेस टूल ओके ग्रेट सो डॉक्यूमेंट प्रोसेसिंग टूल्स कैन कैच योर डेटा करेक्ट and these are the commonly risk associated. Can you please elaborate, sir?
So let's move on to the pointer, sir. So how AI processes data? Let us just first understand this, right? So suppose you are uploading anything on ChatGPT. So how do you think it is recording your data or saving your data? So when you upload information on ChatGPT or any other platform like Claude, Perplexity, anything, right? Those tools transmit those data to that remote servers which they have built. And processed by machine learning, they potentially store that data for training purposes. So whenever you log in into ChatGPT, you always see that this data will be used for
our training purposes.
Right.
And even if you say that I use that option of temporary chat in ChatGPT, it still says that I'll keep your data for next 30 days.
30 days.
Right. So defining my data, my rules, we have briefly discussed about private and public data. So any personal identification number, my PAN, email ID, phone number, bank account, date of birth, Aadhaar, all of these are personal identifiable data, and it's always advised not to use these data on a LLM, right? Next is, could it cause harm if leaked? Yes, obviously yes. Now we have an act called DPDP, where you can be in a bad state if it is leaked and it is proved that it is leaked from you. And I'll give you a small story, which is an actual story. So I take AICA level 1 certification courses. How many of you have, or how many of you know that PowerPoint presentations can be made through AI? Yes, Gamma is the tool. So while doing a day 1 session, I asked the participants to make a PowerPoint presentation about the firm, correct? And one gentleman was baffled. So I will use this word consciously baffled. कि सर मैंने तो बताया ही नहीं कि मेरे एक पार्टनर है जो एक्सपायर कर गए हैं 3 महीने पहले, गामा बता रहा है कि 3 महीने पहले आपके सीनियर पार्टनर जो जमशेदपुर में थे वो एक्सपायर कर गए, इसको कैसे पता चला? मैंने बोला सर आपने लिखवाया होगा डेथ सर्टिफिकेट, राइट? सो these data can be leaked, and there's an article published probably 3-4 days before that if you ask Grok कि सुमित का पैन नंबर क्या है, तो it can give you his PAN number, right? So, and is it legally protected? So it's a big battle. So the idea of this entire session is that we should, once we are out of the session, we should have rules defined for our organization, what the do's and don'ts. But if I say कि सिर्फ rule बना देंगे तो हो जाएगा, तो नहीं होगा, because for making that rule you need a tool. So after 10 minutes we'll show you a use case or a situation where you can use the tool which will have full data control and data privacy issues taken care of. So next.
Suppose you get your client's data, तो client आपको ये बोल के देता है कि ये confidential है, होता ही होगा कोई डेटा कॉन्फिडेंशियल, और जब आप उसको एनालिसिस के लिए चैट जीपीटी पे ले जाते हैं तो वो क्या आपसे एनडीए साइन करके दे रहा है? तो इट्स अ क्राइम लीगली, राइट? वी आर अपलोडिंग क्लाइंट्स डेटा ऑनलाइन, वी आर कमिटिंग अ क्राइम. So does it comply with the policies? Company data handling policies, confidentiality policies, all are compromised when we take the data online, right? And can it be anonymized? Before sharing any data, can we protect ourselves by redacting in any form? The answer is
yes.
So, yes, sir.
In the second part, it is written that it was not the medical information. So nowadays, most of the diagnostic centers are taking your tests and say that आपको आना नहीं पड़ेगा. Your report will be sent to you over your WhatsApp or email.
Right.
So is that leaking of my medical information?
So if there's a law behind it, if the government has formulated a law that you cannot circulate over mail or Gmail or WhatsApp, and if they are doing that, then it's a crime.
And to complement that, अगर आपका medical report मेरे पास आ जाता है, then it's a crime, because while giving your mobile number, you have consented to send that data to your number. But if I say that medical जहाँ आपने diagnostic में test कराया, आपके सारे रिपोर्ट्स को वो एक लर्निंग मॉडल में डालता है कि इसके ये टेस्ट के कारण ये डिजीज पता चली 15 दिन बाद, देन इट इज अ क्राइम, बिकॉज इट इज ही और शी और द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इज यूजिंग योर डेटा टू ट्रेन द मॉडल.
Right. So let us just have a view of the first use case, how we can redact the information before taking it online.
Right. So what is redacting?
So basically, suppose if you access an ITR acknowledgement, and if it's your ITR acknowledgement, you have the name, you have the PAN number, acknowledgement number, right? So if you are accessing a client's data, client's acknowledgement, you cannot upload that very acknowledgement online. Agreed? So hiding that information on that very PDF is called redaction.
So can I upload a PDF in I Love PDF and ask it to redact?
No, sir. आज अपने एक शपथ ले लेते हैं सर, आज के बाद एटलीस्ट ये तो नहीं करेंगे, बिकॉज आज अपने रिडक्शन देख के जाएंगे, तो वी विल हाइड दैट डेटा परमानेंटली.
राइट. एंड देख के नहीं जाएंगे. मैंने और अभिषेक ने ये बात कही है कि वी विल गिव यू टूल्स सो दैट, बिकॉज मैं आपको बोलूँ ये नहीं करिए, बट मैं आपको बोलूँ ये नहीं करके ये कीजिए, what option do you think would be more impactful? The second one.
Right.
So by the end of this session, we'll share you with or give you with tools and ideas for tools where you can do these things, right?
Yes, you get the food for thought at least कि आपको उसके ऊपर build करना है, right? So you get that tool ready hand and उसके ऊपर आप और iterations कर सकते हैं.
So we are showcasing the redact tool, yes. So what is redact tool? Abhishek has already shown. So Abhishek was generous enough to show that भैया मैं अपना दिखा दूंगा कि ये मेरा इनकम टैक्स का डेटा है. So let's consider that this is his data. And this is Abhishek Agarwal's ITR. Now consider कि आपको एक चिट्ठी लिखवानी है, तो आप वो एक्नॉलेजमेंट को ही चैट जीपीटी में डाल देते हैं और बोलते हैं कि इसके बारे में कुछ बताओ मेरे को, या कुछ.
Maybe you are analyzing the data from the ITR acknowledgement to take the gross total income computation part, right?
So consider I upload this ITR on this tool, and it is asking me where to save. I say I want to save it here, and then this is the tool. So how does it looks? It looks like this. So इसमें इसने पूरा ITR का दिखा दिया कि ITR का पेज था, correct? Now how do we go ahead?
So how do we redact the information here?
सो रीडैक्ट के लिए दो चीजें सिंपल है. दिस आई से अभिषेक अग्रवाल इज अ प्राइवेट डेटा, पब्लिक डेटा. प्राइवेट डेटा उनका नाम है, तो आई से नो प्रॉब्लम सर, इसको हम रीडैक्ट करेंगे. कैसे रीडैक्ट करेंगे? जस्ट गिव मी मोमेंट, ऐड फ्रेजेस. सो दिस वुड बी रीडैक्टेड. नाउ व्हाट नेक्स्ट सर?
पैन नंबर सर?
सर पैन नंबर एक बार छोड़ देते हैं. एनीथिंग एल्स यू वांट टू रीडैक्ट?
मे बी द एक्नॉलेजमेंट नंबर.
The acknowledgement number. So this is the acknowledgement number. Let's redact this also. Let me click finish.
Yes sir.
So it says कि मोबाइल नंबर और पैन नंबर भी रीडैक्ट कर रहा है. बट डिड आई सिलेक्टेड मोबाइल नंबर पैन नंबर? वेरी नाइस. तो क्या हुआ? जादू हो गया. लेट्स सी द रिजल्ट. सो दिस इज द रीडैक्शन प्रोसेस. So one, this is a method of redaction. You cannot go back behind the black lines and read.
Right.
What is the stuff?
I will show you the difference behind that. We have a slide inside the PPT where
Sure.
we will show how it is hard coded and soft coded. Like the logics, if you can unredact it, it is useless, right? So we'll see one slide here.
So before Abhishek goes to that slide, I have a question. That मैंने तो मोबाइल नंबर और पैन नंबर नहीं डाला था, वो कैसे रीडैक्ट कर लिया? It's not by default, sir. It is again coming back to the topic rules. So while making these tool, we have said that these are private data. Consider you find a PAN number which is an alphanumeric 10-digit number, a GST number 15-digit alphanumeric number. Please redact these items. So, and these tools even we have made, but even you can make with a simple Python or a HTML solution, right?
Right. With data comes trust, and with rules, it's our responsibility as CAs, right, sir?
So this was you were talking about this.
So this is hard coded, the one which we showed in the tool, right? इसको आप unredact नहीं कर सकते. You cannot unredact this, and this is soft coded.
So इसको मैं चाहूँ तो वापस से हटा सकता हूँ.
Right.
Very nice.
So we have to define the logic in a way, define the rule in a way which we do the hard coding into the PDF. Otherwise कोई भी उसको unredact कर सकता है, right?
Great.
So we don't want that.
So this is one of my, a topic which is very close to my heart. तो हम लोग जब CA का पढ़ाई करते थे तो there was two topic, audit through computer and audit with computer.
Right.
Anybody has read this? No? सब audit भूल गए सर.
सर मेरे को लगता है एक data protection का myth पहले bust कर दो.
Data protection का myth
Right.
bust करें.
Everyone says कि data protection, what is data protection, sir?
So as you have already said that data protection is a myth. Can we play a small video, Abhishek?
Sure, sir, sure. Let's see.
Great. So just hold on for a minute. सर आप लोग को अच्छा लग रहा है, नहीं लग रहा है? अच्छा दिखाएं. सर अच्छा भी दिखाएंगे सर, आपने बोला है तो दिखाना पड़ेगा. Where is the video?
In the pen drive, sir.
In the pen drive. अच्छा लग रहा है इज अ रॉन्ग वर्ड. अच्छा लगाना का वो ऑब्जेक्टिव नहीं है, बट सॉरी,
Back.
बट आर यू फाइंडिंग इट यूजफुल? राइट, दैट इज मच मोर इम्पोर्टेंट. दादा टू
Okay, there we are, sir.
बोलूँ थोड़ा सा कम.
Okay, there we are, sir. Enjoy your purchase.
Thank you.
Oh, could I have some details for our database, please, sir?
Yeah, sure.
Postcode?
W5
W5
8SD.
8SD. 23 Sealand Avenue West, Ealing, London. Telephone number 0208 7946 001. Date of birth 3467. 2 children, Louis and Megan, married to Katie Ann, 37. You are prone to anxiety attacks. Your favourite breakfast cereal is Cinnamon Golden Grahams. You've got a squeaky loft ladder, and in the summer you are slightly susceptible to a patch of psoriasis on the inside of your left elbow.
That's me. How do you know all that?
I'm sorry, sir, I can't tell you that. Data Protection Act.
So this is how our data is protected. Sir, you would like to add anything onto it?
नहीं, आई एम गुड. सो आई यू वांट टू ऐड?
No, sir, no.
ग्रेट. सो लेट्स डिस्कस क्विकली अबाउट टू अप्रोचेस जो शायद आज और आप और हम यूज कर रहे हैं एट आवर ऑफिसेज, कि जीपीटी पे सारा डेटा डाल देते हैं और उसको बोलते हैं अब जो करना है कर दे. एक एक्सेल शीट डाला, सेल्स रजिस्टर का डेटा बना दे, पीडीएफ ईएसआई के चलान डाले, बोले टैक्स ऑडिट का रिकंसिलेशन बना दे या टैक्स ऑडिट का रिपोर्टिंग का रिक्वायरमेंट बना दे. यस नो?
Yes, yes, sir.
एक नोटिस डाला, बोला भैया इसका रिप्लाई बना के दे दे. सो लेट्स नॉट डिस्कस अबाउट इश्यूज लाइक हैलुसिनेशन, Geo, but at least how about the data privacy, right? And what we want to propose as a solution is working through ChatGPT. How? Simple. You will make certain solutions and you will help it run locally on your computer.
Like the redaction tool. And then further we are taking it a step ahead and showing you the HTML part of it. How we can.
So आप में से कितने लोगों ने PF ESI का काम करा होगा? मतलब PF ESI जो टैक्स ऑडिट रिपोर्ट आपने भरी, उसको कैसे यूज किया? ऑटोमेट करने के लिए आपने किसी ने चैट जीपीटी पे डाला PF ESI और बोला कि इसके बाद मेरे को डेटा बना के दे दो, 15 तारीख तक पेमेंट हुआ है नहीं हुआ है ऐसा कुछ? Somebody has tried this? No? So how have you done it? Any thoughts? सर कुछ तो बोलिए.
Manually, sir, of course.
Manually? मतलब
Yes,
how
sir.
come manually, sir?
One by one, line item.
Line item. So, anything different you find in this screen? कुछ अलग दिख रहा है आपको ऐसा? नहीं? ये दिख रहा है आपको? Yes, no? अच्छा ये दिख रहा है आपको? सर ये दिख रहा है?
No net connectivity.
No internet connection. मतलब? So all our tools are working without internet from now.
Right.
Right. तो next कितने minutes है अभिषेक अपने पास? 28 minutes. Great. So let's click on this file. So this is the HTML, the PDF challans, and
Of course, the redacted one again.
no, this may not require redacted
If it's online.
if it is online. Yes. So process challans. So it has extracted the data and export to Excel. So can I say that if this tool is built with ChatGPT, you could have saved at least 3 to 4 hours or 5 hours minimum in your tax audit filing? Yes, no? Yes?
Right.
But people at the contrary upload these PDF on ChatGPT and then ask to make a reconciliation or make a reporting, right? So what next, Abhishek?
It would be great if we can touch some offline tools like GPTs.
GPTs.
Right.
So आप बोल रहे हैं GPT भी offline हो सकता है?
एकदम हो सकता है sir.
कैसे sir? So now I'll hand over this session to Abhishek, and this is probably the final product we are trying to sell to you. Sell not in a sense कि ले लीजिए. Sell to implement this back at office. That this we are demonstrating an offline GPT. What is an offline GPT, sir? जैसे आप चैट जीपीटी यूज करते हैं वैसे ही चैट जीपीटी के जो कैपेबिलिटीज हैं हम एक फ्रेमवर्क में यूज करेंगे विच इज आइदर ओलामा फॉर दिस सेशन एंड विल शो दैट हाउ यू कैन. इंटरनेट स्टिल बंद है, अभिषेक फिर से आपको रिकन्फर्म करवाएगा, और इंटरनेट बंद होने के बावजूद इट विल वर्क. सो कंसिडर आपको फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट रिव्यू करवाने हैं या आपको टैक्स ऑडिट के रिपोर्ट इनकम टैक्स के रिप्लाईज बनवाने हैं, तो जो आपके मेरे ऑफिस में ज्ञान बना हुआ है, लास्ट 20 साल 25 साल का नॉलेज है, we can put it on these LLMs and this would work without internet, so there's no problem or no concern of data privacy.
Right. So how many of us have heard about Olama? Raise of hand, sir. So you have heard about Olama. So what, sir? What about Olama? So mic, anyone can give the mic, sir? Okay, so you have heard about it. Good, great, sir, great. So Olama is basically a framework जो कि offline LLM models को run करती है, right? What are offline LLM models? All of us have heard about LLMs, large language models. So these big companies like OpenAI, DeepSeek, or any other platform like Meta, they have their open source models. So let's just see first what is Olama. We'll see the interface of Olama first, right?
So we will download, how to download Olama, Abhishek?
Yes, I will show that, sir. And
अच्छा, फिर से इंटरनेट चालू कर दिया आपने.
Right. To access the Olama, first download the Olama. I'm just showing that. And the entire process is encrypted, given in this very file. You can go step by step. So we have a site called Olama. Right. This is the very page, Olama download, where you go and download the Olama framework into your very system.
Okay.
Okay. Once you have downloaded Olama, like any other file, exe file, you run that, Olama is downloaded into your system. Now, how does Olama look like?
So this is the application of Olama, right?
like any other chat GPT face, right? So if you type a message here, hi. So see, it's now using the model.
बट इंटरनेट तो चालू है सर.
Right now internet is chalu sir, but we'll show you something which is off internet also. So ये आपको बोल रहा है, hello, it's nice to meet you. Is there something I can help you, right? It is using some model. Now what are the models? I will just show you first. जब अपने when we visit this site, Olama, there is a page called models.
Okay.
So now you have one model, suppose GPT OSS. This is the OpenAI ka model, right? And we go into it and see there are various models floated here. And you can see one thing, these are the parameters, 20 billion parameters, the token size, 120 billion token size. इतना बड़ा उसको training मिला हुआ है. So and you can see also the sizes of the models, 14 GB, 65 GB, right?
So 65 GB मेरे कंप्यूटर में डाउनलोड करना पड़ेगा.
Right, sir.
Okay.
This is how you use a model. So suppose now I ask you a question. You are interpreting a direct text ka matter. There is a model of 120 billion size, which is an expert on direct tax and GST, right? And there is a model that is only on 5 billion parameters, but not an expert on direct tax. तो आप किसको select करेंगे?
मतलब just before people answer, so billion parameters जितने ज़्यादा होंगे उतना बढ़िया होगा, right?
उतना उसका training size है.
Okay, very nice. So please sir.
तो कौन सा parameter, कौन सा model आप select करेंगे? 120 billion, of course. अभी मैं reframe कर रहा हूँ question. Now that 5 billion parameters वाला जो model है, it is an expert on direct tax, nothing to do about GST. तब आप किसको select करेंगे? Right. This is how we select a model. अपने को ये समझ में आ गया कि अपने को कौन सा requirement है, then we analyze कि अपने को कौन सा model download करना है, and there is a big description out there. क्या वहाँ पे पूरा लिखा हुआ है? You can go by word by word. What this model actually does, right? ये इसकी capability है पूरी. So this is how we decide on a model. And when we have decided on a model, ये part दिखाएं sir tech.
हाँ.
So we go into CMD, Olama.
नहीं. अच्छा, what are you trying to do?
We are install a model.
Okay.
तो we'll pull a model. अब आपको कोई भी model यहाँ पे चाहिए, आपको वहाँ पे ये नाम देना है खाली, right?
सर 14 GB है, बहुत टाइम लग
मैं
जाएगा.
नहीं करूँगा सर, मैं just show कर रहा हूँ इनको. सर को Olama pull, right? बस.
Pull. IA हो गया extra. Okay, done. So once you press enter, probably it will be downloaded, right?
Right. It will be downloaded into your system.
Right. So can we go to the model, please?
Let's go to the model, sir.
So आप अभी हमें ओलामा सिखा रहे हैं, मतलब ओलामा दिखा रहे हैं, कुछ और दिखा रहे हैं?
अब अपने ये दिखा रहे हैं कि how we have embedded Olama into a RAG model.
बट सर आप बोलेंगे कि ओलामा ही नहीं बताया आपने, ओलामा पे रैग चले गए. सो ओलामा अभिषेक जी ने रीजनल कॉन्फ्रेंस में बताया था. सो वी थॉट दैट वील ट्राई एंड शो के समथिंग न्यू.
नहीं, I will try to help them out how to remember Olama, sir.
ओके, बिफोर प्लीज.
So सबने सुन लिया Olama, क्या होता है, सुन के चले जाते हैं बट याद नहीं रहता है. तो इसको याद रखने का एक बहुत सिंपल सा तरीका है. आप सब मतलब ज्वाइन करेंगे मेरे साथ. तो Olama याद करने के लिए we'll sing a song. How? Sir?
ओलामा ओलामा.
Olama, Olama. ओलामा ओलामा. याद रहेगा सर आप सबको?
और भी कोई वेरिएशन है, कोई और मॉडल है आपके पास ओलामा याद कराने के लिए?
सर बप्पी लहरी.
कौन सा वाला बताइए?
फैंटेसी हो जाएगी.
अच्छा बताइए तो सही.
ओलामा ओलामा ओलामा.
So let's come to the model, please.
So at least we can remember this word Olama now, right?
Correct. And नहीं भी रिमेंबर होगा तो आप पीपीटी पूरा देने वाले हैं.
Everything is descriptively given in the entire PPT and the step-by-step word file. सारा कुछ दिया हुआ है, खाली उसको रन करना है.
Right.
Now this is a model.
नहीं, before you jump to the model, so what? Can you come to Olama once, please?
Yes, sir.
So what Olama और इस मॉडल में which we are trying to demonstrate is कि this, if you are seeing this icon here, so this is the model which is running, right? So this was one. This is a plug and play interface which is available. आप इसमें एक PDF डाल के उससे क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हैं. So this was the objective. But what we are trying to do is we are trying to go one step forward. कि हम इसके पीछे एक डेटाबेस बनाना चाहते हैं which is called RAG, Retrieval Augmented Generation, right? So that becomes our knowledge base for future, and every time I ask a question, वो उस रैग के बेसिस पे जाएगा, उसको पढ़ेगा और उसके बाद आपको आंसर देगा. So those who are using ChatGPT, there's a terminology called hallucination. So this would reduce the risk of hallucination. Please, sir.
To a larger extent.
To a almost greater, almost larger, yes, very larger, correct.
So now we are at the GUI of the tool. ये dashboard है यहाँ पे, where we are trying to access the model first.
So can we switch off the internet before you showcase?
Surely, surely.
Because again, it is saying that offline RAG learning on local host.
It is running on your very system.
Correct.
No data is leaked, right? So we are first accessing the model here. Whatever model you have installed will be accessed here, right? So you can pull any model, Olama, Llama 3.2. अच्छा, Olama and Llama is different. Llama एक model है, Olama एक framework है. Most of us are very much confused, right? Llama Meta का एक ठो model है. तो यहाँ पे अपने कोई भी मॉडल इंस्टॉल कर सकते हैं. वी कैन इंस्टॉल एनी मॉडल यहाँ पे.
सो जस्ट टू इंटरप्ट, अगर आप परप्लेक्सिटी यूज करते हैं तो परप्लेक्सिटी के अंदर भी अलग अलग मॉडल सेलेक्ट करने का ऑप्शन रहता है, चैट जीपीटी दिस दैट. तो इन सेम फैशन अभिषेक इज सेइंग Olama is a framework and there are different models in the Olama.
Of course, suppose you want to analyze something which is based out of images.
Right. So you look for different models.
Different model. And if it's text analysis, you will select a different model, right?
Right.
So right now we have selected one model, and what this tool does is, जैसे अपने कोई PDF को analysis कर रहे हैं, तो RAG model में क्या होता है? It creates chunks of that entire document. उसको क्या है, पार्ट में वो चंक्स क्रिएट कर लेता है. एंड व्हेन वी आस्क फॉर अ स्पेसिफिक सेट ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन, उसको वो रिट्रीव करता है उस चंक को और वहां से इंफॉर्मेशन आपको देता है. नाउ आपको समझ में आएगा कि इसका यूज केस अपने लिए क्या है. आफ्टर द एंटायर डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन यू विल बी रिलेटिंग टू इट कि क्या क्या यूज केसेस निकल सकते हैं. सो वी आर अपलोडिंग अ पीडीएफ हियर. आई विल जस्ट शो द पीडीएफ फर्स्ट.
सो कोई इनकम टैक्स का कुछ लेके आए हैं सर आप?
Of course, sir.
Right में, बीच में, my data, my rules.
So it's a circular dated back 29th October about the extension of deadlines. Right, sir? Just to understand the use case, this is a one-pager document.
Because it would do the chunking and it would take time, and in the interest of time, we are taking only one page.
We are trying to demonstrate the use case for you. You can take the food for thought and build on it, right?
So Abhishek, just to interrupt, before uploading, can I ask a question on this before uploading?
Probably yes, I guess, but it will not be giving you the retrieving. It will be not RAG model.
Okay.
Let's just see. See, it is acting like any other
Assistant.
ChatGPT.
Okay.
Right? So it is a chatbot. जिस मॉडल को आपने एक्सेस किया, whatever model you have loaded, वो मॉडल आपको इंफॉर्मेशन देगा अपने सेट ऑफ डेटा ट्रेनिंग के हिसाब से. सो सपोज इट इज ट्रेन्ड ऑन इनकम टैक्स एक्ट, इट विल गिव यू द एंटायर इंफॉर्मेशन. आप उसे टू एंड फ्रो यू कैन थ्रो द क्वेश्चंस. रैग इज ए डिफरेंट कॉन्सेप्ट. रैग इज ए कॉन्सेप्ट जहां पे वी आर रिट्रीविंग समथिंग आउट ऑफ दैट चंक्स. वो डेटा सेट से ही खाली हम लोग रिट्रीव कर रहे हैं. सो राइट नाउ आई एम लोडिंग दैट वेरी पीडीएफ. See, now we have loaded the PDF, and creating chunks is a part called indexing. कोई भी चीज को नंबरिंग करना पड़ता है ना. अगर आज अपने एक फाइल ऑफिस में रखे हैं, फॉर एग्जाम्पल you have 5 Shyam Agarwals in your office, right? Then you'll have to index it कि which year you have, कौन से year के लिए है, कौन से address के लिए है, right? This is the indexing part of a document. Similarly, RAG model indexes the entire PDF in chunks, and we are building the index for that document. So it has already indexed the document here. Now, suppose I want to ask, now it is giving the information only from that very PDF. I want to ask, summarize the PDF in 5 points.
So taking time.
हाँ, of course we'll attend that too, sir. आपको एक higher end laptop चाहिए रहेगा, उसके लिए higher end configuration for that. But then again, demo purposes के लिए we can solve this issue.
Okay. So high end, acha, it is by the time it is giving you the answer, can you just show the requirement, because मेरे को तो बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है, मेरे को लग रहा है कल जाके मैं अपने ऑफिस में
So it
इसको
has given
इंस्टॉल.
you the output. Sir.
अच्छा, it has given you the output. Okay, yes.
See, it has summarized that entire document into 5 points, stating that circular number 15/2025, it's issued by CBDT on October 1st, 2025, extending deadlines, the new data, new due date, and the similar deadlines, all have been reported in this very 5 points.
So can I ask something related to GST? कि GST का भी कुछ extension हुआ है क्या?
Probably it will not answer, sir. So what's your question?
So any extension for GST?
Any extension?
Can we write full GST, because it would understand probably better?
GST.
Goods and
Okay, full form. Okay. See,
not found in the document provided.
not found in the provided document. Because it is not able to retrieve any information from that very document related to GST.
So hallucination तो कम हो गया काफी.
है-
Better answer आ
There
गया.
is no hallucination here.
Absolutely great. So what next? But can I use this in my office laptop? If you can please show ki what are the minimum
We'll
requirements.
show the hardware requirements, sir, once.
Full screen कर दे इसको. So please elaborate, sir.
So suppose you have your laptop, basic laptop, which is not
i3.
i3 or i5 maybe, which is not a GPU enabled laptop, so you will not be able to load the models.
Or even if you are able to, it would run
It will not run properly.
or late.
Right, slowly. It will run very slow on your system. So sir, hota hi hai na? If you download a big size exe file into your system
Correct.
system gets slow, right?
Correct.
So these models are of huge sizes. 120 billion parameters, 20 billion parameters, 4 GB model, 2 GB model. So those are various different sizes of models, right? That will take toll on your system. So it is very much suggested that you install a model on which you want to work.
And probably initially the smaller models.
Smaller models for testing purposes, of course. So आपको जो model required नहीं, you just don't go on pulling that model.
Correct.
Use only those models which are required for you, right? And going forward, if you want to, basic models are like Llama 3.1, 3.2. These are very good models, 4 GB models, which can analyze images, text, and everything.
Llama, if you can repeat the name, please.
I will just show that model, sir. Just a
सर इसको लिख सकते हैं आप अगर चाहें तो, because आपको बैक ऑफिस में अगर आप जाके if you want to implement this or try that, this as office, this at office.
Okay.
No internet. Great. So anything else in between?
So
अच्छा आ गया
these
चलो.
are the models, Llama 3.1. These are all Meta's floated models which you can download, and these are very basic models starting from 4 GB around, and good trained models around 70 billion parameters and all, right? So if you go into detail, you will see that 4.9 GB matters. Again, the context size and everything is there, right?
So जो exe file सर ने दिया है, if you go back and run this back at your office, if you have downloaded Olama and the model, it will run.
Right.
The exe model on which
yes.
we have given. Yes.
Certainly, yes. So be very cautious in installing these models and running on your system, because your system might not take the toll. So decide which model you want to run and then only move ahead, right? So this is the entire process I am going to show you. You have the entire flowchart.
बड़ा कर लेगा.
You have the entire flowchart on how to install that model onto your system. Right. Step by step, detailed, elaborated model. Right.
And this will also be shared with you in the PDF, I mean the file.
So here's the entire setup guideline, how you can install that model onto your system. Along with how you want to install this tool. So we are giving you that PyCode, all the installation files, along with the entire setup. So if you want to build on that, you can build on that. Now, use case, sir. How many of you have related to this topic? इसको क्या use कर सकते हैं in your offices, sir? Any suggestions? How are we gonna? Yes, sir. Sir, just note down this point. Financial analysis, great, sir. Summarize the assessment orders.
Yes.
And, sir, we are all CAs, right? और क्या use कर सकते हैं?
So when you speak about these use cases, even you have to think of one thing, which is the data pipeline. कि इसके backend पे आप क्या-क्या data upload करेंगे, which would give you better answers, right? जैसे आप review of financial statement के लिए institute के जो publications है वो, followed by the set of rules, the ratio analysis related content if you have any. So all of these kind of stuff. Can we quickly complete the PPT and then come to Q&A?
Yes, sir. If you don't agree, sir, just raise your hands, right?
So benefits, yes.
Benefits of this offline GPT for our CA practices. Data privacy and ethics. Are we addressing data privacy and ethics?
Yes.
Right. Regulatory comfort. So we are at the dawn of DPDPA, right? So are we going to address that act through offline GPT? Very much, sir, right. Cost saving, sir.
No, I don't agree, cost saving pay. Because it is fixed versus CapEx versus OpEx.
CapEx versus OpEx, but that's one-time investment, I guess.
Correct.
So everyone should invest in a good laptop.
Correct.
So cost saving, of course, sir.
Cost saving over a period of time.
Period of time. How? You are going to access ChatGPT API. For suppose you are accessing ChatGPT API. Payment करना पड़ेगा उसका?
ChatGPT का जो 2000 रुपए का license है उसके लिए
No,
भी
sir, I'm not
payment.
talking about that.
Initially with that also. I understood API, but
हाँ, let me just explain API. So आपको जब कोई चीज run करना है तो आपको token use करना है. That is API. You integrate that, right? उसका हर बार का cost लगने वाला है आपके ऊपर. So that is
and
the costly effect.
even if you are using API, so still you are not saving yourself from that data privacy issues.
Right. Enhanced productivity. Now suppose you are on a flight.
Correct.
How are you gonna get internet connectivity there?
Correct.
तो उस समय क्या काम आएगा आपको?
Olama.
Right? Offline GPT. So enhanced productivity, you can work anywhere with freedom.
Correct.
Full customization.
Even I believe this is one of the most important stuff because as professional, we build a knowledge bank at our offices. Somebody may be good at GST, somebody may be good at income tax, somebody may be good at drafting. So all of your way of learning, way of writing, your knowledge which you have assimilated over a period of time can be embedded on this machine, and there is no risk that this would be, you know, that the model would train or somebody else can take because I have my internet off. So you can build your, or you can make your, you can add a catalyst to your knowledge, right?
Of course. Full customization.
और एक प्रॉब्लम होता है अभिषेक हमारे ऑफिस में सर बिफोर जस्ट टू इंटरप्ट कि वो ऑफिस का बच्चा छोड़ के जाता है तो बड़ा रिस्क रहता है बट इसमें वो रिस्क भी नहीं रहेगा बिकॉज उसका एपीआई का यूआर मतलब एक्सेस वगैरह सब हमारे कंप्यूटर पे और बाद बाकी लोग तो उसको यूज कर रहे हैं सर योर क्वेश्चन इसमें कोई एपीआई कॉस्ट नहीं है सर
पर चैट एपीआई कॉस्ट जो आई वाज एक्सप्लेनिंग यू सर अगर आप चैट जीपीटी यूज कर रहे हैं तो उसमें आपको एपीआई इंटीग्रेशन करना पड़ता है ठीक है कोई भी चीज आपको उसमें एनालिसिस करना है जैसे ये पीडीएफ अपने एनालिसिस किया उसको आपने उसको प्रॉम्प्ट दिया वहां पे वो एक चैट है एंड दैट इज एक्सेसिंग द एपीआई ऑफ ओपन एआई का एपीआई एक्सेस कर रहा है उसको एक्सेस करने के लिए हर बार आपको चैट जीपीटी को पैसे देने पड़ेंगे
नहीं सर आप जो कर रहे हो वो चैट जीपीटी के दैट इज व्हाट आई वाज ट्राइंग टू इंटरैक्ट
लेट अस जस्ट शो 1 मिनट सर
सो अच्छा बाय द टाइम ही इज शोइंग आपका जो क्वेश्चन आई हैव अंडरस्टूड योर पॉइंट यू आर यूजिंग द विंडो ऑफ चैट जीपीटी कंसीडर ये जो पाई कोड्स अभी अभिषेक ने दिखाया था
आप ये यूज कर रहे हैं राइट ये चैट जीपीटी का विंडो है Now I am showing you OpenAI का API. ये यूज कर रहे हैं?
नहीं.
नहीं. So this is two different things we are trying to explain. Chat GPT का मॉडल यूज करना is a different concept and backend में उसके फीचर्स को यूज करना is a different.
So if you can please open the PyCode.
Yes sir.
So what he was trying to say that people are building different solutions, and even in case of agentic AI, rather than using the window of ChatGPT, we are trying to get the API access. तो जो लेफ्ट साइड में वहाँ उन्होंने मॉडल दिखाया है ना, एक बार इफ यू कैन प्लीज स्क्रॉल डाउन ऑन द मॉडल. सो वो मॉडल पे आप ओपन एआई का API यूज कर सकते थे और वो मॉडल को कॉल कर सकते थे. व्हाट इज व्हाट ही मेंट इनिशियली, मतलब जस्ट टू गिव यू अ सिंपल फ्लेवर ऑफ द आइडिया सर.
Rather than accessing the model here, आप डायरेक्ट OpenAI का API की इंटीग्रेट करके मॉडल यूज कर सकते थे. बट देन अगेन वो कॉस्टली अफेयर है.
So anything else you want to show in the PPT, because we have 4 minutes left?
So those are you have full customization. Whatever you want to change, you can draft according to your rules, right? You can set the rules here on your data. So it's my data.
My rules.
So we'll open the house for Q&A then.
So but before you open the house, huh?
You want to add something?
I want to ask कि ये सब मिलेगा कहाँ पे?
ये सब अपने दे देंगे QR code.
So please show the QR code and then let's open the house for Q&A.
You have the QR code, sir?
हाँ, it is there on the download या उस पे होगा. I'll show. ठीक है, let's open the house for Q&A and let Abhishek answer. I'll come. So questions if any, happy to address.
Yes, we'll be happy to address it. Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes.
It can be accessed.
Yes.
Yes, sir. So I will address that question. आपने वो जो टूल में आपने PDF अपलोड किया, तो वहाँ पे हम लोगों ने उस PDF के ऊपर इंडेक्सिंग रन किया था. Until and unless you override that indexing, वो उसके मेमोरी में है अब, और आप उसको कभी भी रिट्रीव कर सकते हैं इंफॉर्मेशन के लिए. दिस इज रैग. तो आप जब चाहें कहीं भी ऑन अ फ्लाइट ऑल्सो यू कैन रिट्रीव द इंफॉर्मेशन फ्रॉम दैट PDF.
So can you show that captcha which is being created, जो catch file पीछे बना हुआ है folders का because of that? So any questions in the meantime? और just sir आपको we'll address in one more manner कि जो PDF अपलोड किया था और उन्होंने एक बताया chunking. So देखिए क्या हुआ कि
ये पूरा कैश फाइल क्रिएट कर रहा है.
Correct. So this is saving the knowledge on these chunked folder जो आपके local computer पे है सर. डालने हैं धीरे धीरे, मतलब 1 by 1 सर. यस.
उसके बहुत तरीके हैं सर. अगर आप चाहें तो आपको डालना है, आप डाल भी सकते हैं. इफ यू वांट कि उसको डायरेक्ट पाथ एक्सेस देना, आप वो भी कर सकते हैं.
सो द आइडिया इज कि आप अपना एक डेटा बैंक को उस LLM के साथ लिंक कर दे रहे हैं जो कि ऑफलाइन काम कर रहा है सर.
दैट इज आल्सो पॉसिबल. पाथ भी दे सकते हैं.
चैट GPT में जैसे क्या होता है कि हम अपनी माई GPT बनाते हैं.
करेक्ट.
अलग अलग. जैसे इनकम टैक्स के लिए मैंने GPT अलग बनाई, ऑडिट के लिए एक GPT अलग बनाई, और उसी हिसाब से मैंने गाइडेंस नोट भी अपलोड कर दिए ऑडिट के.
राइट.
टैक्स ऑडिट में इनकम टैक्स एक्ट मैंने डाल दिया, कुछ जजमेंट्स डाल दिए.
राइट सर.
तो ये इसमें भी इस तरह से क्या अलग अलग हम GPT बना सकते हैं.
सो यू वांट टू एड्रेस? आई वांट टू.
प्लीज.
सो थिंग इज, सर का क्वेश्चन इज अ वेरी वैलिड क्वेश्चन. ऑफ कोर्स ही इज अ वेटरन. सो थिंग इज कि आप अगर इसमें कोई रैग मॉडल में एक यूज केस बनाना चाहते हैं ओनली ऑन इनकम टैक्स, जिसको आप सिर्फ इनकम टैक्स का ही डेटाबेस देना चाहते हैं, यू कैन यूज दैट. एंड गोइंग फॉरवर्ड इसकी यूज केस को अगर आप बढ़ाना चाहते हैं, यू कैन ट्रेन दैट मॉडल एज वेल. कि वर्किंग पैटर्न, सर का नोटिस बनाने का एक पैटर्न होगा, राइट? यू कैन डिफाइन दैट पैटर्न टू दैट मॉडल, और उसी हिसाब से वो आपको आउटपुट देगा. दिस इज अ वेरी बिग यूज केस फॉर अ चार्टर्ड अकाउंट.
और जस्ट टू रिफ्रेज, आपने माई GPT में जब बनाया, आपने इनकम टैक्स का अलग बनाया, डायरेक्ट टैक्स का अलग बनाया, तो सेम फैशन में इसको भी आपको अलग अलग ही बनाना पड़ेगा, बिकॉज वो कंटेक्स्ट उसके लिए बेटर इजी टू अंडरस्टैंड होगा भैया.
और अगर आप चाहें एक कॉमन प्लेटफॉर्म बनाना तो वो भी पॉसिबल है.
बट दैट्स नॉट अ गुड अप्रोच, बिकॉज अगेन वो GST और इनकम टैक्स के बीच में
वो हेलुसिनेशन वाला पार्ट आएगा सर.
सो एनी मोर क्वेश्चंस प्लीज?
नहीं सर. डाउनलोड आपको मॉडल एक ही बार करना है, उसको ट्रेनिंग 2 तरीके से देना है, वो अलग चीज हो गया सर. मॉडल आप यूज कर रहे हैं वो मॉडल एक ही है, क्योंकि उसका तो OpenAI मतलब ओपन वो फ्लोटेड मॉडल है, उसकी जो ट्रेनिंग उसने दे रखी है वो ऑलरेडी फ्लोटेड है वहां पे. आपकी पर्सनल ट्रेनिंग वो 2 डिफरेंट सेट पे हो सकती है.
सो कैन आई करेक्ट मी अभिषेक इफ आई एम रॉन्ग? सो आपको इसने कैश फाइल दिखाया, तो हर डॉक्यूमेंट या हर माई जीपीटी का एक अलग कैश फाइल होगा और उसको रेफर करेगा वाइल आंसरिंग यू. एम आई राइट इन सेइंग दैट?
Right, exactly. It will access those cache files only to give you the information. Any other questions, sir? So at least we are relating to the concept here, my data, my rules, because as chartered accountants, I believe firmly we cannot leak our clients' data. Agree?
We cannot leak, we cannot risk.
Right. We cannot risk leaking our clients' data.
Right. So is my data, my rules making sense? I hope you have access to the QR. Anybody is still left with the QR? सर आपको फोल्डर का एक्सेस मिल गया ना, तो वो उसको आप सेव कर लीजिए. वील अपलोड ऑल ऑफ द डेटा एज द सेशन इज ओवर सर. राइट. सो थैंक यू सो वेरी मच. बैक टू हरी भैया एंड अ राउंड ऑफ अप्लॉज फॉर हरी भैया. ओवरनाइट रास्ते में मतलब इनकी फ्लाइट कैंसिल हो गई इंडिगो and he has traveled all the night via road and he is back today smiling with all of us.
Right. So you can access the codes for connectivity, right?
मेरा वाला नहीं डाला तुमने? अच्छा दोनों को एक साथ डाल देते हैं. Anyways, thank you so very much. Thank you B for being there and thank you so much.